Hi, I'm Alexandra. I'm sitting here with Michael Johnson in the UFC, and I'm gonna ask him a few questions and see what we get. When and where were you born?
I was born St. Louis, Missouri, 6'4", 86, June 1st. So I'm a crazy Gemini, baby.
Me too.
Yeah, bad, yeah.
Did you grow up in a traditional family?
Traditional family, yes. My mother was around, all my brothers and sisters. Fortunately, my dad passed away when I was like 9 or 10. But other than that, I had a great family, I had a great upbringing, and it's gotten me here to Florida. So I'm living a great life now.
Take me through the years of elementary through high school. How were your grades? Did you have a lot of friends? Were you ever bullied at times?
Let's see if I can remember back then. Elementary was pretty good. I was an honor roll student. Elementary school, my grades were awesome, of course. I always stayed out of trouble. I was a bookworm for a little bit, you know. And then that's when my dad passed away, and I kind of became a knucklehead per se. You know, like I lost focus. I don't know, like I just had a different aspect of life, you know. So going to elementary school, out of elementary school, middle school, I kind of became a bigger knucklehead. You know, I always stayed in a little trouble in school, never really did what I was supposed to do. Then my high school years came, and I got a little bit better at it. You know, I started playing football, so I had sports to fall back on, so I kind of stayed out of trouble. And then I went off to college, so you can kind of say my life started off good, it was rough patches, and then it got back on the right track.
So I heard you say before that after high school you had headed to college. What college did you go to?
I went to Central Methodist College, Central Methodist University my first year. Played football, didn't quite work out. Second year, went to Merrimack Community College, wrestled, didn't really work out. Third year, I switched between Southwest Missouri State and Ozarks Technical Community College. So you can say in 4 years I went to 4 different colleges. So I was kind of a jump around. Don't take my road through college.
What was your major? Did you have like the same major throughout the 4 years? Or?
My major has kind of changed. I went from business management to marketing. Then I did some public relations, and that was pretty much it. I also did a little business law, so I was kind of jumping from major to major. Didn't really find something to stick.
Around what age were you when you realized that you wanted to be a professional?
I really wanted to actually fight, organized fighting around my freshman year of high school. So I was, 13, and I really wanted to do it, but I never had time to. I always played football, I always wrestled, and I ran track. So, being a 3-sport athlete in high school, you really don't have time to do something else outside of school. So I had to wait until I had time, and then I started it up.
You just said that you were 13. Did you say you were 13 when you started high school?
Yeah, I was 13 in my freshman year. I'm real young for my age. And how schools work in Missouri is, I graduated in May or something, like school year ended in May, and then I had my birthday, and then the school year started again.
What do you like most about fighting?
Like most about fighting is, it being such a one-on-one competition in there. It's just you and the one guy in there. If you win, you have your. In my case, if I win, it's because I worked hard and my team pushed me and I was well coached. But on the other hand, if I lose, I take it all on myself. It's nobody else's blame. I think that's what I really like about fighting. It's just you and another guy, and the better man wins.
Who was your inspiration?
Inspiration for me to start fighting has to be my mother. She worked so hard, being a single mom, raising me, my brother, and my sister as best she could. And this is my way of giving back to her, so where she could have a better life. So I go through all the hard practices and getting beat up and punched in the face and cutting weight and all that for her, so she can have a better life and relax.
How many brothers and sisters did you have? Were you the oldest or youngest or in the middle?
Older sister and then an older brother. So she was the oldest and I was the baby. So if you want to say the reason why you think I'm so tough is because I grew up getting beat up by my brother and sister and tortured constantly. So I guess that's where my toughness comes from.
If you weren't a fighter, what do you think you would be right now?
If I was not a fighter, I would probably be just finishing up school and, just like everybody else, trying to find ways to live, going back and forth through jobs. It would have to be something athletic though. I've always been that type, I've always been a hands-on type, so I don't think I could sit behind a desk or do anything like that.
Do you remember your first fight?
Yes, I do remember my first fight. It was, can't remember the exact date, but it was in a small little ballroom in Springfield, Missouri, in a hotel. And it was the sloppiest fight I've ever seen in my life. We went out, the guy hit me a couple times, I hit him, and then I just started swinging like as wild as I can. And, the ref stopped it. I ended up winning by TKO, I guess you could say. And, all my old teammates called me like a closet psycho or something like that because I was always so calm and relaxed at practice. But then when the fight came, I was a completely different person. So that was it. But I enjoyed my first fight a lot.
If you could change anything about yourself, what do you think it would be?
If I could change anything, I don't think I would. I don't think I would change anything. I might have problems as me as a person, but everybody does, and that's what makes us the people we are today. So my life is good. It's going good. It's going to get a lot better. I don't have any regrets for what I did in life, so I don't think I would change anything. I would just be me.
When's your next fight and who's it against?
Fight is December 29th in a couple weeks here, and it's against Myles Jury.
How is it like being in the Ultimate Fighter?
The Ultimate Fighter was crazy experience. 6 weeks being stuck in a house with 13 other guys, no cell phone, no TV, no internet, anything but cameras and other guys in your face. So how could you survive, right? Yeah.
I thought it was I thought the show was basically just you're in a house and you just fight. I didn't know you can't have technology.
No technology, no anything. So it was a great experience. I love the training, I love the coaches, I love where the show got me to this point. But if I had to do it again, I don't think I would.
Connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20.